everybody, I wanted to do another shave video for you today and make an update on my last video, which was using a shim. I realized after I did it that I was in such a hurry just focusing on stuff that I actually did it wrong. So I'm going to do this shave and try to correct it and see if my results are any different. Starting off with the Parasso white pre-shave, just a little bit of that. And I did wash out my face and, take a shower and all that. Like I said in a previous video, when I'm doing new things, I try to use kind of a control setup. And this Parasso white is just that setup that I've agreed on, that I'm always going to use when I introduce new stuff, because it works out pretty good for me. So anyways, moving back onto the shim. When you put in the shim, if you're not familiar, the shim looks like this. I just kind of cut off the edges of an old blade. And in my last video, I put the shim on the top cap, and then put the blade under it, and then put on the base plate. And essentially what I did was nothing. I didn't create any bigger of a blade gap. So I just was not really paying attention, because the point of the shim is to separate the blade from the base to create a bigger gap. So I'm going to be using an Astra blade, and as you can see this time, I will do my best to get it right. Take a little bit more time. And put that on there. And then the shim is just going to go right on top. And now I'll put on my base plate and get it screwed on. So, I had some people say that, well, it actually shows that you're being honest, because you said you didn't get any different results in it, and unknowingly making a mistake that would make it, no different. And, I guess if that helps out my credibility, good, but it's just, shows that I'm human, and sometimes I just don't pay attention. So anyways, for my brush, I'm going to be using the Plisson Synthetic. Here we go, just shook it out. And the Parasso white soap. Let me see if I can get the lid there. There it is. And I do bloom it a little bit. I'm not really like a huge fan of blooming, but I've been kind of experimenting with it lately, and what that is putting some water on the soap while I take a shower and letting it soften up. Now, I'm actually kind of getting to the bottom of this Parasso white puck. I know it's crazy, I'm getting to the bottom of the soap, and it's getting harder and harder to lather it up in there. If you could see, like, this thing's just like falling out. So it's getting kind of difficult, so I decided not to like fill the whole cup up with water like I normally would. So man, it is getting just really tough to load up. But oh well, I think we've got enough there. So what I'm hoping with this shave is that I'll get kind of a true representation of what this the Phoenix razor will be like with a shim. With a one blade shim, it's kind of small, and part of me thinks that, even with doing it correctly, it's not going to do a whole lot, but it may do just exactly what I need, because I don't like aggressive razors, and I don't want the Phoenix to be aggressive. I think one of the things that makes it so wonderful is that it's not aggressive. What I am trying to do, though, is make it slightly more efficient, and I know most people don't have any issues with it, with efficiency, and I just don't know if that's because, if the reason I have some problems with it being efficient is because my beard is just so thick. But that's my thing, and a lot of people don't have beards that are quite as thick as mine, so it really doesn't matter. But if I could just make this razor just a little bit more efficient, it would probably become my favorite razor pretty easily. So I do have 2 days of growth, and if it was just the stock Phoenix, it would kind of struggle for me to get through that much hair, because my hair's, again, so thick. But now that I've got it shimmed correctly, okay, the last time I could actually see my derby shim on top. Now it's underneath, so it should be fine. Let's get going on this and see what it does. I guess I should probably try to be careful with it in case it becomes like crazy aggressive all of a sudden. But I don't really anticipate that happening. Okay, first pass down with a shim actually done correctly this time, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not like, I certainly didn't make it hyper aggressive, like a one pass wonder or something. But it definitely shaved good. Comfortable, not, I didn't feel like I was going to get any bites. I do have like this kind of pimple thing here, and unfortunately my hair grows all the way to the base of my eye bone, so I do have to go above that, unfortunately. So I was trying to work around it, and thankfully I didn't cut it open, but it might happen at some point. Okay, hopefully this second pass will really start cleaning up everything. But man, the first pass went really, really, really well. Still getting a lot of audio feedback from it, which, I don't think it, adds or takes away anything from the shave, but it's just kind of cool. It's almost like a sense of accomplishment that you can hear, the blade just chopping the hair from your face. That's kind of cool. Okay, second pass down, and it feels really, really, really good. I guess with whatever kind of scientific experiment I'm trying to do, I kind of threw out one. I did put in a variable that is different, and I added the second day of growth in from my last video. And like I told you before, my hair is really coarse and grows really thick, really fast, and so I had essentially double the growth than I did when I did this experiment and did it incorrectly. But I am still getting a fantastic shave. So I'm equating that to mean that, the shim did improve it marginally. And I'm pretty happy with this so far. I am going to do a third pass, however, and that'll hopefully get it, really close, exactly where I want it. But I've really enjoyed this. I think my next step is going to be to make a plastic shim out of an old gift card, and that will obviously be a lot thicker than it'll be thicker than the double-edged blade shim that I'm currently using now. So I think that might kick it up even another notch to be exactly where I want it. So, but man, so far I am getting just terrific results considering I'm going through 2 days of growth. And I have noticed that now that I've had this kind of, David Beckham wannabe beard thing going on, that it's gotten a lot easier and faster to shave it. So the first couple of times I was just thinking, man, it's more hassle than it's worth. But it's really starting to come along. Okay, third pass, and this is exactly what I wanted. This shave is feeling comfortable. It's feeling close through 2 days of growth. And this is almost what I've been dreaming of from that Phoenix razor. Just gave it a little bit extra. I may even try, like I said, putting in that credit card shim to see if I can just get an even better level of perfection. But this shave is just excellent. So I'm going to clean up and get on to my post-shave routine. Okay, got cleaned up. First thing I'm going to do is start off just like last time with the alum block. Put that under some cool water, or as cool as I can get it here in Phoenix. Pretty soon there will be no such thing as cold water from the tap. That's when I have to bring out my bowl with ice cubes and stuff. No stinging whatsoever. Simply fantastic. Wow, that is wonderful. Exactly what I wanted. And I don't see any redness or anything. I am really happy so far with the result I got from today's shave. Okay, moving on. My Thayer's Unscented. Absolutely love this stuff. Alright, it looks like my video kind of got cut off a little bit, so I wanted to finish off and make sure, after I used this Thayer's Unscented Witch Hazel, I did go with the Nivea Sensitive Post-Shave Balm, and that all worked terrifically. I do have to say that with 2 days of growth, putting the one shim in this Phoenix really did step it up, and I am going to try to step it up, like I said, a little further, making a plastic shim, which will be thicker and more reusable and stuff like that, and hopefully that doesn't take it too far, but I do have to say that just this really did help it out. My face is smooth. No irritation. It looks really good, and I'm just super happy with it. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all your views and your feedback, your comments and stuff like that. It is valuable to me. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again for another shave. Bye.